So let's start the class. Vitamin C and collagen. Many people take extra vitamin C for various reasons. Vitamin C has several functions, and an important one is the synthesis of collagen. So many people take extra vitamins for various reasons. Okay, so vitamin C has several functions. An important one is synthesis of collagen. So basically, we need collagen for very different reasons, for skin, healthy skin, and attachment of tissues, and as well as to looking the smart and beautiful. Also, we need collagen, elastic, and it may be elastic or fibrous. Both are needed. Okay, so vitamin C is the very best choice to improve the health, improve the synthesis, or overall component of the collagen. We need vitamin C. Okay, imagine the protein collagen as a ladder with three uprights and rungs that connect adjacent uprights. Vitamin C essential for forming the rungs, without which the upright will not stay together as a strong unit. Collagen formed in the absence of vitamin C is weak. So basically, it is the ladder. Okay, we have ladder this, and we have here rungs. So to hold this one and this one, we need this one. Okay, so vitamin, with the help of vitamin C, it will produce rungs between collagens. Okay, so if the collagen is synthesized with less amount of vitamin C, or without vitamin C, what will happen? We will have we have uh, weak collagen. Means its lifespan is very decreased, and its elasticity is not that much. Okay, so we need vitamin C for strong collagen. So we will see in the, we have one type of weak collagen disease, that is called scurvy. Okay, scurvy is the disease in which vitamin C is reduced in the body. It may be due to the lack of intake of vitamin C. Okay, or vitamin C absorption is reduced. Okay, it may be number of reasons. So deficiency of vitamin C in the body, which leads to scurvy. Okay, in 1753, James Lind, a Scottish surgeon, recommended to the British Navy that lime juice be taken on long voyages to prevent scurvy among the sailors. Scurvy is characterized the bleeding gums and loss of teeth, poor healing of wounds, fractures, and bleeding in the skin, joints, and elsewhere in the body. The lime juice did prevent this potentially fatal disease. At this consumption of fresh fruits and vegetables, although at the time no one knew why, vitamin C was finally isolated in the laboratory in 1928. So basically, here lack of vitamin C, which leads to bleeding gums, loss of teeth, poor healing of wounds, fractures, bleeding, and in the skin, joints, or anywhere in the body. So James Land, one of the Scottish surgeon, he advised in 1753 that we have to advise lime juice to the sailors. Okay, so it will on that, on those days, whoever taking the lime juice or fresh fruits or vegetables, they were prevented from the fatal disease like scurvy. So later on, after hundred of years completed, those discovered that in that fruits and vegetables we have vitamin C, which will protect the body from the scurvy. Okay, so this is the relation between vitamin C and collagen. So that's the reason If you look the advertisement, most of the advertisements they shown in the TV or ads that this is the vitamin C, having vitamin C in the creams, vitamin C in the face wash or soap. So why they are showing? They are showing that vitamin C is present in our soap. If you use, your collagen will become more strong and you will look very beautiful. Okay, so basically, if we take, if we increase the intake of vitamin C through fresh fruits or vegetables, okay, which far much more better than taking outside supplement. Okay, supplements are, they are, if you use long term, they will harm our body, and sometimes they will damage our kidney also. Okay, some studies show. Okay, so this is one box we completed. Next, we will talk about cosmetic collagen. Collagen. What are cosmetic collagen? We will discuss in this box. Collagen is the protein that makes tendons, ligaments, and other connective tissues strong. In 1981, the Food and Drug Administration approved the use of cattle collagen by injection for cosmetic purpose to minimize wrinkles and scars. Indeed, a collagen injection below the skin will flatten out deep facial wrinkles and make them less prominent. And many people have had this seemingly simple cosmetic surgery. So basically, collagen. What is the use of collagen in the body? We talked about that, but here one thing is given that collagen is a protein. Okay, it is a protein. So why the protein is needed? Collagen proteins to make ligaments, to make tendons. Okay, and other connective tissue which will connect any part of the body, fibrous connective tissue, loose connective tissue. Okay, etc. etc. Okay, so what happened that in 1981, FDA, Food and Drug Administration, they will give the permission that you can take the collagen from the cattle by means of very uh, number of process are there. Okay, we'll not go into the deep. Okay, so number of process are there. From that, they will take the collagen and they will insert where you have number of wrinkles. Okay, then what happened, the collagen will improve the quality of the skin, the quality of the muscle, the quality of the tendon, the quality of the ligament. Okay, then you will look very beautiful. Okay, who who's are using that? This is cosmetic surgery, this simple cosmetic surgery it is known as. Okay, there are however drawbacks. Injected collagen lasts only a few months, so basically it is not organic, but is it taken from the other human or other animal. So it is temporary, not permanent. It will last only for months, 1 to 3 months mostly. The injection must be repeated several times a year. So whoever want to look beautiful or handsome or stronger, okay, they will took the injections multiple times in a year. Okay, like our celebrities, most of the celebrities, heroines, etc., etc., they will took this help. Okay, and they are expensive. Second thing is they are expensive, only rich people can afford. Okay, people have allergic reaction to the cattle collagen, which is perceived by the immune system as a foreign tissue. Most more seriously, an autoimmune response may be triggered in some individuals, and the immune system may begin to destroy the person's own connective tissue. First thing is here, the collagen is only last for few months, and second thing is it is very costly, very expensive, not for everyone cup of tea. Okay, third thing is it is, if the collagen tissue or collagen which is taken from the cattle, if it is allergic to this person, we don't know. Okay, if it is allergic to the person, what will happen? It will produce more serious damage tissue. It will damage the own our body tissue. Okay, so these are the 3 or 4 uh, what we think were drawbacks are seen, okay, in this cosmetic collagen. Okay, in an effort to avoid these problems, some cosmetic surgeon use the person's own collagen and fat, which may be extract from the thigh, hip, or abdomen. The long-term consequences and outcomes of such procedures have yet to be evaluated. We might remember that for many years the use of silicone injections had been considered safe. Silicone injections are now banned by FDA since we know that they are carry significant risk of serious tissue damage. So basically, here the surgeons thought that they are the drawbacks of cattle collagen. Now we will take the own tissue of the patient. If your patient having thighs, okay, we will take the tissue, collagen tissue from that site and insert the where he needed on the face. Mostly everyone want to look very beautiful or handsome. Okay, so they will insert those collagen on the facial area. Okay, but we have to uh, need more study about own collagen tissue or fat. But after sometimes they started silicone injections also. Okay, but FDA banned it. And why? Because of serious tissue damage. They will damage other tissues also: lung tissue, kidney tissue, liver tissue, brain tissue. Okay, so that's the reason FDA banned it. Okay, so we completed vitamin C and collagen, cosmetic collagen. Now we will start muscle tissue. So basically we have 4 types of tissue. We started in the earlier class that one is epithelial tissue, okay, ET, and second one is connective tissue, and third one is muscle tissue, and fourth one is smooth nervous tissue. Sorry. Okay. So now we are talking about muscle tissue. So basically tissue means collection of cells. So we have muscle tissue. Muscles means muscle cells, collection of muscle cells which have their structure, their function. They have same structure and same function. To become a tissue, we need 2 things. One, collection of cells is called tissue. Okay, everyone knows that collection of cells is called tissue. Second thing is that it have same structure. If we are taking any cell, okay, cell collection, so collection of cells, so can we call this is tissue? Then we have to fit this thing here, structure. We have same structure and function. So if these cells have same function and same structure, then we will call tissue. So we will talk about muscle tissue, muscles tissue. If they have this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell have same function and they are belonging to the muscle, then we will call muscle tissue. Okay. Muscle tissue is specialized for contraction. So why we need muscle tissue? Because of contraction. We need muscles. With the help of muscles only we can lift the uh, things. We can hold down the things. Okay, we can fight, we can run, we can, everything is due to the help, from the help of muscles only. When muscle cells contract, they shorten and bring about some type of movement. So when the movement occurs, when the muscle tissue, if they are this position, if they are in this position, if they are shorten, what will happen? The muscle tissue will got movement. So we have three types of muscle tissue. Okay. How many types of muscle tissue? We have three types of muscle tissue. One is skeletal, next is smooth, and third one is cardiac. Okay, here we have the table. In this table, types of muscle tissue are given. We have skeletal, we have smooth, and cardiac. Okay, we will talk about each and everything in detail. First, we will talk about skeletal muscle. What is the difference between skeletal, smooth, and cardiac? Skeletal muscle, mostly they are connected to the bone. Skeletal muscle mostly connected to the bone. That's the reason we will call skeletal muscle. So how they are different? Skeletal muscles also be called striated muscle or voluntary muscles. So skeletal muscles also known as voluntary muscles because you have the ability, you have the power to control or to do the function, to undo the function, whatever thing you have to do. Okay, it is your in your control. So likewise, I am lifting my hand because of voluntary signal from the brain. Okay, now I am not lifting my hand. Why this is not happening? Because I am not thinking that I have to lift the hand. Okay, so it is purely in your control. So like hands, legs, okay, like our facial muscles, everything. Okay, our neck, our back, okay, everything is in your control. That's the reason we will call voluntary muscle. Each name describes a particular aspects of the tissue. As you will see, the skeletal muscle cells are cylindrical and have several nuclei. Each appears striated or stripped. The striations are result of the precious arrangement of the contracting proteins in the cell. Skeletal muscle tissue make up the muscles that are attached to bones. The muscles are supplied with motor nerves and thus move the skeleton. They also produce a significant amount of heat, which is important to maintain the body's constant temperature. Each muscle cell has its own motor nerve ending. The nerve impulse that can travel to the muscles are essential to cause contraction. Although we do not have to consciously plan all our movements, the nerve impulse from there originates in the cerebrum, the thinking part of the brain. Let us return to the three names of this tissue. Skeletal describes its location, striated describes its appearance, and voluntary describe how it functions. Skeletal muscles will describe in chapter 7. Here we have to remember these things that skeletal muscles have number of nucleus. Okay, number of nucleus. This is the nucleus. Okay, this is the nucleus, and they are cylinder in shapes. Here we have they are cylindrical shape. Okay, and they are striated. These like they have shape. Okay, like this. Okay. Second thing is third thing is each muscle have nerve ending. Okay, nerve ending. This is the nerve, and this is the muscle. Nerve ending. Those nerves are called motor nerves. We have to remember this much. Motor nerves. So whenever motor nerves are damaged, you are not able to function with skeletal muscles. So this condition is called paralysis. We'll discuss in skeletal muscle in detail. So where the motor nerves are coming from? They are coming from the thinking part of the body that is called cerebrum. From cerebrum, you will think like I am writing now because my cerebrum, I am thinking means my cerebrum is thinking that I have to write. I there's the reason I am writing here. So the cerebrum, I think I am how to write. Then cerebrum will order the nerves you have to send the signal to this muscle to make function. Okay, to make this function, the writing the function. Okay, talking is a function. Okay, explanation is a function. Okay, and absorbing is also a function, but is physical, not physical function, mental function it is. But I am writing, I am teaching, I am speaking. So these are the physical functions which need muscle contraction. So muscle contraction need nerve signal. So cerebrum giving signal to the muscle, then I am able to write. Okay, so these points have to remember in this tissue topic. Okay, so we completed skeletal muscle. Okay, second we have smooth muscle. What is the difference between, I told you that skeletal muscle and smooth muscle. Basically, skeletal muscles are attached to the two things you have to remember. It is attached to the bone and they are voluntary. They are purely controllable. But smooth muscles are not controllable. They are involuntary. They are having direct connection from the brain to do its function. Okay, so there's the reason smooth muscle and the difference between smooth muscle and as well as skeletal muscle. Smooth muscles also be called involuntary muscle or visceral muscle. The cells of the smooth muscle are tapered ends, a single nucleus and no steroids, no striations. Although nerve impulse to bring about contraction, this is not something most of can control. Hence, the name involuntary. The term visceral refers to internal organs, many of which contain smooth muscle. The function of smooth muscles are actual functions of the organs in which the muscle is found. In the stomach and intestine, smooth muscle contract in wave cause peristalsis to propel food through the digestive tract. In the walls of arteries and veins, smooth muscle constrict or dilate the vessels. To maintain normal blood pressure, the iris of the eye had two sets of smooth muscles fibers to constrict or dilate the pupil, which regulate the amount of light that strikes the retina. Other functions of smooth muscles are mentioned in the later chapters. This is an important tissue that you will come across again and again in your study of the human body. So we have smooth muscles. What does smooth muscles do? Smooth muscles are involuntary, second thing, and the what the function is depending upon the organ. So it is visceral muscles, means internal organs. Whatever internal organs are there, they are made up of smooth muscles. So organs, depending upon the organs, we will tell those function of the smooth muscle. Like example, we have stomach and intestine, and large intestine, small intestine, esophagus. They are made up of smooth muscles. So what is the function? To digest the food, to absorb the food, to release the waste material from the body. Okay, they are involuntary as well as they are not in your control. So when you need, you will digest the food. When you will not need, you will not undigest the food. This is not like something happen. Okay, whenever you eat food, then the nerve signals advise or release the signals to do the proper function of the cell, of the organ. Okay, like in our eyes, we have iris. In that iris, we have smooth muscles. Okay, whenever light enter into our eyes, so those smooth muscles will decide how much amount of light you enter into your brain area. Okay, if you have large amount of light, then the con uh, contract, pupil contract, and with small amount of light will enter into your eyes. So then you will able to see. Then your muscles will contract. Those iris muscles are contract. If you have large, if you have dark, there is darkness in your room, what will happen? Your pupil will dilate. They want to large amount of rays to enter into our brain, then you will get the clear picture. Okay, so you have to observe, you have to do the practical of this, you can understand very easily. Okay, this is the difference between smooth muscle and cardiac muscle. Sorry, uh, skeletal muscle. Now we'll talk about cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are very different types of muscle. Okay, because only only organ which will work for lifetime, that is heart and as well as brain. Okay, but other organs will get some rest, or they will have less amount of work sometimes. Okay, but for heart they have to do circulation, they have to send the blood to all parts of the body for proper function. So the cells of the heart are cardiac muscles. Okay, 4.6. So these are the cardiac muscles. They are branched. Okay, they have branches like that. We have, okay, not single. Okay, from here like that. Okay, they are branch. Due to the branch, they are very stronger. Okay, one nucleus, having one nucleus in each branch. Okay, and have striations like that. These are the striation, but in the smooth muscle there are the no striations. Okay, the cell membranes at the end of these cells are somewhat folded and fit into the matching folds of the membrane of the next cells. Interlock the fingers of both hands to get an idea of the what this adjacent membrane look like. These interlocking folds are called intercalated disc. So here we have intracalated disc also there, like that. Okay. So each cell, if this is the one cell, so another cell and both are attached with intracalated discs and permit the electricity impulse of muscle contraction to pass swiftly from cell to cell. This enables the heart to beat in a very precious wave of contraction from the upper chambers to the lower chambers. Cardiac muscles as a whole is called myocardium and form the walls of the four chambers of the heart. It functions, therefore, is a function of the heart to pump the blood. The contraction of the myocardium creates blood pressure and keep blood circulating throughout the body so that the blood can carry out its many functions. Cardiac muscle cells have the ability to contract by themselves, thus the heart maintains its own beat. The role of nerve impulse is to increase or decrease the heart rate, depending upon whatever is needed by the body in a particular situation. So we'll talk about in chapter 12. So here, what are the important points? We have to remember that these cardiac muscles have in between one intracalated disc which will able to send the electricity from one cell to another cell. It will not jump, it will not give electricity at a time for all cells. Okay, it will transfer the electricity from one cell to another cell. So if due to this, then only the we have four chambers in our heart. If this is the heart, we have four chambers: atrium, ventricle. Okay, first atrial contract, then it is relaxed. If it is relaxed, this is contract. Why this is happening? Because from the electricity it is transferring from higher end to lower end. So this electricity is finished, then only the electricity enter into the ventricle. Then the ventricle electricity is finished, then the atrium get electricity. Okay, so that's the reason heart have intracalated discs. And second thing is that the nervous system nerves will decide what the heart rate have to be, the person's heart rate. If we need more heart rate, the nerves will send the message. If we need less heart rate, the nerves will send the message to the heart or impulse to the heart. Okay, so today all about muscle tissue, smooth muscle, skeletal muscle, and cardiac muscles. So I hope you understood today's lecture. Very very important basic things are explained in this topic. Tomorrow we talk about nerve tissue. Then we will have membranes. Then tomorrow, if it is possible, we will complete the muscular tissue topic. Okay, if it is possible, then definitely I will complete the topic tomorrow. So today we will stop here only. Okay, so I talked about skeletal
Okay.
muscle, smooth muscle, cardiac muscle. Skeletal muscles are having voluntary, and as well as they have nucleus, striations, and it is in your control, contraction or relaxation. Okay, but smooth muscles are involuntary and they doesn't have striations, and nerves and brain will decide whether have to function or not. But skeletal muscles in your control, the area which connect things about the cerebrum. Okay, and and cardiac cells are uh, means it is also very important to us, and where intracranial discs are there. Okay, to improve the electricities from one cell to another cell. Okay, so these are the things we have to remember to understood the tissue topic. Okay,
Okay. Good night, sir.
any doubts you have, you can ask.